everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Long time no see. I have been having a little bit of a break from YouTube, but I have actually got something to video about now. So as you know, we haven't been doing much, lockdowns happened, etc. So I just thought it was a good time to slow down. But I have a very exciting video coming up because we have been sent some new prototype products to try. So I am a brand ambassador for KUBLOX, and all of the team have been sent these to try before they go on sale and to give feedback. So I will show you the new products. Here's a little peek. For those of you that don't know KUBLOX, they make brilliant foam trotting and cavaletti style blocks to help with schooling, pole work, etc. I love the ones I've already got, so we'll see how these stand up to the originals. So I'm currently sat in the arena trying to plan a exercise to do with them. So I will do that now, and I will also show you a close-up of these before I lay them out. Okay, so this is what I've set up to start with. Whether we will stick with this, we shall see. So these are the original KUBLOX that are on sale right now, that I have set a little walking raised pole grid. And then I was just playing with these because I love that you can put another pole on top of that whilst you're using it for this bit. So love that. Also, I want to show you how you can make this into a little mini jump. So if we just switch those over, you've got a perfect start jump for a grid or something like that. Put that back in a second. So here, the yellow and the orange are new. I've got a serpentine of sorts. So it's just a little change of direction. These are for trotting strides. So you come in on left bend and then you sort of straighten up and go out on right bend. So I've got the middle one a bit bigger and the ones leading in with the yellow a little bit more forgiving. But again, with these you can switch them around. You could put something on the top bit. So versatile. I also love that the yellow ones, although they're lower, hold the pole securely, and of course you could put something on the top of there too. So hoping to have a go at this on Corey tomorrow. I hope she's a good girl for me. Quite windy today, so fingers crossed it dies down for tomorrow. Hey Corey, talking about you. Corey! Okay, she don't want to talk. Rude. But yeah, that's my little setup. Here we are, ready to try our new layout. So I started with some fairly simple lines of raised ends, walk poles, which Corey does quite frequently, so she knows them quite well. And we also did a singular raised both ends walk pole to get her thinking about where her feet are and how to balance herself. So after we'd done this a couple of times, we then started to have a trot around, and we went through half of the serpentine just to get her used to it before trying a run through the whole section. So first time through wasn't perfect. We got our striding slightly wrong. As you can see, she had to fumble slightly. So that was the striding that I wanted. And we did most times, 9 times out of 10, get that striding from then on. So the next goal was to try and add in the bend. So left bend there, right bend there. Which is quite tricky in this exercise because you can see Corey lifts her head in the middle trying to work it out. She's quite excited to do the poles. So it's trying to get that bit of bend in their body when they're thinking about lots of different things all at once. But as you can see, she is definitely improving each time we go through it, and I'm really pleased with how much effort she put in. So we then did the single pole in trot as well. She was blowing her nose that time over, so it was a little bit messy. So we came back round and did it again, and I love how much lift she has over this pole in this one, hence I put it in a slow-mo. So she comes quite high off the ground, lots of engagement and lots of lift. After that, we tried to do trotting to a walk transition to our little line of walk poles, but we aborted that attempt because she was sort of hesitating, looking around, not concentrating. So we came back round to try it again. I think she was looking at something in the distance, wasn't concentrating totally, but I gave her a kick that time and she went through better. Tapped a few of the poles, but the KUBLOX kept nice and stable. So we tried it again, and this time was a little bit better. We got a better shot through and better striding throughout. So after that, I just did another single pole to get her thinking, and then we moved on to some canter work over this single pole. Oh, and I've added this other one in because you can see she taps it and it doesn't fall over or move too much at all. So now on to our canter work. I thought I would have a go at doing this little raised pole in the middle and then a trot transition, change the rein, canter transition and do it the other way, sort of like a figure of 8 down the long side. So we did it a couple of times and I found out I really cannot see a stride to a canter pole like this, and she sorted it out for me then. We did struggle slightly to get that transition at the bottom because she thought at that point we were jumping, which is understandable, so I just brought her back round and tried again. I don't get after her for making those sorts of mistakes because she's just trying hard and is enjoying her work. Another go, slightly better, we're a bit close.
That's it.
And we're a bit wiggly in this transition, but as you can see it's getting a little bit more sharp. She has a habit of swinging her bum round when she's concentrating or trying hard, which is quite funny. Mum giggles about it a lot. We saw a long one to that one and another butt swing, but the transitions are getting much quicker. This has definitely given me some homework with Corey. I need to get my eye in with these canter poles and try and get that stride more often. I was really pleased that she actually got more relaxed the more she did this exercise, and we got a lot sharper in those transitions. So it definitely helped improve us. So hopefully one day that will lead on to flying changes. Didn't do any of that today because she's only really just come back into work, which is why I'm riding her with quite a loose, casual rein for most of the session. But very pleased, and I'll hand back over to myself for the end of the video. Hi everyone, we're all done, just about to turn Corey out. She's having a munch on the lawn. So really good session today. She was a very good girl and tried really hard for me. Some of the exercises probably weren't the easiest for her. She's a little bit wooden in her body still, but she did put in a lot of effort and stayed relaxed, happy and fairly supple for her. So quite pleased with today really. The KUBLOX were awesome. So I don't think any of them actually knocked over at all, which is quite useful if you are by yourself. You don't want poles flying everywhere, so they were pretty stable, I would say, and the ones we hit quite hard sort of rocked and stayed where they were. So yeah, love the designs so far. I'm hoping to have a little jump next week, so I will set them up as sort of ground poles and a little starter jump for the grid because I think they'll be really good for that. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!